Hello. My part of this lesson is going to be rather brief, okay? Because I'm going to show you how to get started with this lesson, and then you get to take it away and put your own creativity on it, okay? So this is probably a lesson that you have not done before, but I want you to imagine that you have taken off the top of your head. And what we are looking at is from the top of your head, we are looking at your brain. Okay, I told you probably hadn't done this before, okay? So our brain has a left hemisphere and a right hemisphere, and we are going to draw the things that you have in your brain. Okay, so the thoughts, we're going to take the thoughts that you have in your brain, and we are going to make pictures of them. Okay, so for example, I have horses, and so I think about them a lot. I think about how to take care of them, how, I think about them needing to be groomed, all that kind of thing. This is my farm, and I think about my farm a lot. I sing a lot, so I have, believe me, you don't want to hear me sing, but my animals seem to appreciate it. So I have songs going around in my head a lot. I have gardens, I love plants and that kind of thing, so I think about my garden. Obviously, I think about art a lot. I have 3 chickens, so I think about them every day. Okay? So jumping over to this side of my brain, I think about my goat. You see theme here that I really like animals in my farm. I think about my dogs and my cats. I think about the books and the articles that I'm reading. Okay. I think about one of my birthdays, I had a hat that was really funny, and it had like candles on top of it, so it was like a big top hat that a friend gave me. So I think about that special memory sometimes. I think about rainbows. Where I live out in the country, I get to see a lot of rainbows from my hill, because my house is on a hill. So I think about, and then I also think about, I love watermelon and all sorts of citrus fruits and that kind of thing. So I think about those. Okay. So what I want you to do is mentally make a list of the things that you think about and that you enjoy doing. So you want to think about them. And I'm going to show you how to draw the top side of your brain, and then you get to fill in your thoughts. Okay, so we have simple art supplies for this project. We have a piece of paper. Mine is, 9 by 12, I guess. So, not a large sheet of paper. And you need your black Sharpie, an eraser and pencil, and then some crayons. So that's it. And if you are going to have people, thinking about people in your in your brain, then you have your set of multicultural crayons so that you can draw and color, the skin tone appropriately. I saw at the store just the other day that they also have markers and color pencils in this line of multicultural colors. So very cool. Okay, so I'm going to set this off to the side for a little bit, and then I will get you started. All right, so what you want to do now, again, I want you to draw with your pencil. I'm going to be drawing with my black marker so that you can see. So we're going to start up at the top of your paper, and we're basically going to draw a big oval. Okay, doesn't have to be perfect, but you want it to be nice and big. We don't want just a little bit, because we're going to try to put a lot of stuff in in our brains. And so we're going to do a nice big oval that's going to fill up a lot of the space in our paper. Okay, and then the next thing that we're going to do, and we're going to leave a little space up here, but we're going to just do another line that follows our first line. And we're not going to have those touch because we have our middle line to get in there. Okay, again, this doesn't have to be perfect. And then we're going to do one line straight down in the middle. Looks like I'm starting to run out of juice in my Sharpie. And then we're going to do another line. So you want the width of this to kind of match the width of that. Okay? So now you have a picture of the top of your brain. Okay? And now you're going to just start drawing the things that you like. So I'll let you take a look at mine again. Now you'll see that I have some of them coming out of the dividing line, so you can have them cropped. That's called cropping, where you only see one part of something. Like the house is right in the center. So I would go, if I were you, I would draw like the big things in my area. And then what I did is to fill up some of the space, that's when I put in the musical notes. If you like snow, you could put snow in there. I put in some spirals because spirals are one of my favorite shapes. But what you can do is just kind of fill up some of the spaces. Okay. And I've got things coming out where I see, you know, where they're cropped here, but the cat's head is not. So you can just arrange things. Things can be at angles. They can be straight up and down. Just have fun with this. See, I put spirals in here. Okay. And then when you're done creating all of your thoughts on paper, then you want to trace the whole thing. All of your creatures and objects. You want to trace the whole thing with your black Sharpie, as well as the outside and middle line of your brain. Okay? And then you take your crayons and you color. You do as nice of a job as you can. Try to get everything copied. Excuse me, not copied, covered. And make it nice and bright and colorful. Now you can see here that I had the grass and the sky and some dirt. Over here I just had yellow because it's a nice, bright, lovely color. And I just had my objects kind of floating around in this yellow space. All right, so go ahead and create yours. Take your time. Think very carefully about your thoughts. That's kind of a funny thing to say, isn't it? But enjoy and have some fun and use your imagination on these. Thank you.